All right, so we've been working with complementary and supplementary angles. And so these last two problems are a little bit involved, but I do want to go through them. Find the measure of angle R. If R is complementary to A is complementary to M, the measure of angle A is 30x minus 15, and the measure of angle M is 20x plus 45. Okay? All right, so when we look at this, find the measure of angle R if R is complementary to A. So the first thing I'm going to write down is what I've learned from this little sentence right here. R is complementary to A. That means the measure of angle R plus the measure of angle A is equal to 90 for complementary. Okay? Then when I look at the next section, it says angle A is supplementary to angle M. So remember, supplementary is 180. So the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle M equals 180 because they're supplementary. Okay? Then when I need to read the next part, it says the measure of angle A equals 30x minus 15. So I can plug that in, I can substitute it in anywhere I see a measure of angle A. So I can substitute it in here, and I can substitute it in here. When I look at the next one, I have the measure of angle M equals 20x plus 45. The measure of angle M equals 20x plus 45. I don't have an M over here, but I do over here, 20x plus 45. Okay, that's all the information they've given me. So then I drop down the stuff that hasn't been substituted in. The measure of angle R plus 30x plus 15 equals 90. And the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle M equals 180. This one on the left I can't solve because it has an R that I don't know what it is, and it has an X. So it has two unknown values. So I can't solve this one. But on my right hand side, 30x, 20x, all I have are X's. I can solve that one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine my like terms and get 30x plus 20x is 50x. Negative 15 plus 45 is a plus 30. I'm going to subtract 30 on both sides. Which leaves me with 50x equals 150. Use my division property of equality to divide both sides by 50. And x equals 150 divided by 50 is 3. Okay, so now I know that x is 3, which I can plug in to this x over here, which is going to give me the measure of angle R plus 30 times x, which we know is 3, minus 15 equals 90. So now in solving this one, I only have the measure of angle R as an unknown. I know what the x is now. So the measure of angle R plus 30 times 3 is 90 minus 15 equals 90. So the measure of angle R plus 90 minus 15 is 75 equals 90. I'm going to take away 75 on both sides. And the measure of angle R equals 90 minus 75 is 15 degrees. Okay? And it was asking me to find the measure of angle R, and that is what I have done. It is 15 degrees. Okay? Let's try another one of those. Let's look at number 26. So for number 26, I have find the measure of angle M, or find the measure of angle M if the measure of angle M is supplementary to angle H. Angle H is supplementary, so they're both supplementary this time, to angle S. Angle H equals 5x minus 20, and measure of angle S equals x plus 44. So again, I'm going to take each piece separately. The measure of angle M, or M, is supplementary to H. So I'm going to make myself a little line so I don't get mixed up with my last problem. Angle M is supplementary, so the measure of angle M plus the measure of angle H equals 180. That's from the first line. My second line, the measure of angle H is supplementary to the measure of angle S. So the measure of angle H is supplementary to angle S. Supplementary means they add to 180. Okay? When I look at my next sentence, it says the measure of angle H equals 5x minus 20. I have an H here, and I have an H here. The next one says the measure of angle S is x plus 44. S is x plus 44. So then I drop down the information that hasn't been substituted into. So the measure of angle M plus the measure of angle H equals 180, and the measure of angle H plus the measure of angle S equals 180. Now, again, on this side, I can't solve this one because I have an M and I have an X. I have angle M and I have X. So I can't solve because I have two unknown values. But on the right-hand side, all I have is an X. Everything else is a regular number. So I can start by combining my like terms. 6X, negative 20 plus a 44 is going to be a positive 24, equals 180. Okay, then I'm going to use my subtraction property of equality to subtract 24 on both sides. That's going to become a 0, so 6x plus 0 is 6x, and 180 minus 24 is 156. I'm going to divide both sides by 6, and 1x equals 156 divided by 6 is 26. So now that I know what x is, I can take that and put it in right here. So I can say the measure of angle M plus 5 times x, which is 26, minus 20 equals 180. So the measure of angle M plus 5 times 26 is 130, minus 20 equals 180. So I'm going to combine these like terms. The measure of angle M plus 110 equals 180. Subtract 1, so I just combined those like terms to get there. Subtract 110. The measure of angle M plus 0 is just the measure of angle M. That equals 180 minus 110 is, oops, y'all couldn't see that, sorry. All right, so what y'all missed, measure of angle M, I just plugged in the 26, multiplied there, 5 times 26, and then I combined these like terms, and then I subtracted on both sides, subtraction property of equality. 180 minus 110 is 70. We were asked to find the measure of angle M. That is what I have done. Okay? All right, so that is some more practice with complementary and supplementary. If you have any questions as you're getting ready for the test, make sure you ask during sync time or attend tutoring. We will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much for watching.